back to the YouTube channel of Pro Ends of Vids, and this is my Betfred Super League Round 4 tips for 2023. And yeah, it's already been a month since the Super League's been going, so that's crazy because it's felt really quick actually. So yeah, look, round 4 of the Super League should be good. A lot of good matchups actually when I'm looking at the draws for this, or the draw for this week. A lot of intriguing games. Obviously, Wigan and Catalans at DW Stadium will be good. Looking forward to that one. You know, I think in somewhat way, I think Hull KR and Warrington might be really good because Warrington's form's been great, and same with Hull KR's form. So that they're, you know, so far both sides have improved a lot this year. So it can, yeah, I guess we get an indication who comes out on top in that one. But you know, looking at the games, I think it should be a good week ahead. It should be a good week ahead, I hope. So let's hope for the best anyway. So. I will just say quickly, if you are new watching the YouTube channel right now, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and please comment your tips in the comment section down below. Yeah, I've got to say, I'm nearly at 3K subscribers, only about 30 subs away, just about. So, look, if I can get to at least 3K by the end of maybe this month or anywhere before that, hopefully, that would be greatly appreciated. So, please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and show your support to the channel and help me get to my goal of getting to 3K subscribers. But until then, I will get into my tips right now. So the very first game is Wigan v Catalans. Yep, so a big game. You know, Wigan and Catalans. I think obviously Catalans have been a little bit iffy with form, and I think Wigan have been pretty good so far. Been very dominant, so it does shape up to be a very hopefully tight game, which I see it being actually, not a blowout to Wigan despite them already winning pretty convincingly in some games. But looking at both sides that have been announced already, Jay Field, Bevan French, King, Wardle, Leigh and Marshall, a fantastic back five with Kate Carson, Harry Smith as the halves. You know, it's a class looking side. I find it interesting that you know, I was going to say, I find it interesting that Kai, he's paused on the bench, but he's been there for a while, and I think he wouldn't start in the centres or back row just yet. But other than that, you know, it's a good team. It seems like most of their full-strength side there for Wigan, so should have all guns out blazing, I assume. And as for Catalans, there's no Sam Tompkins this week, so he's not playing, so that means, again, Arthur Morgie, I really hope I said that last name right, but however you say it, he's at fullback, and then yeah, the rest of the team pretty much looks like it reads itself with Siwa Takayaho in the extended bench. So we'll see if he comes in late. But who am I tipping? Going to Wigan here by 6. I think Wigan will be a bit too good, and because the teams are up, I'll give you a first try scorer. I'm going to go with Toby King in the centres for first try. Okay, on to the next game now is Huddersfield take on Castleford. And this game is played at the John Smith Stadium in Huddersfield. Yeah, look, as of recent, Huddersfield have been the better side, probably, and Castleford have been a bit disappointing. But they haven't been as bad as what, I mean, most people made them out to be. But obviously, yeah, Huddersfield are the clear better side. So in saying that, you know, since that Huddersfield that at the Giants' home ground, it brings a big advantage. So look, I know both teams aren't there, but it's easy to say for me anyway that I'll tip Huddersfield here by 10. And yeah, it should be a good win, I think, for them anyway. Now, I really don't need to preview this one because I think we already know how the score's going to go here. But I will say this. Leigh Leopards at Leigh Sports Village have not been bad so far. And in general, Leigh have been pretty competitive. I know they've been losing and stuff, but they haven't been bad, and they did win their game against Hull KR the other week as well. So that's a big indication that they're going in the right direction. But you know, they do take on a red hot St Helens side that has players returning from the World Cup still and other from injuries and stuff. But I know that Bachelor and Roby aren't available. But yeah, St Helens and Leigh Leopards. Maybe Leigh could push us, but I'm pretty confident Saints will get the job done here. So I'm going to go Saints here by 16. But it could be a lot closer with how Leigh have been playing so far. Very defensive orientated type side. So I'll back us by 16. Right, on to the next game now is Leeds Rhinos take on Wakefield Trinity. And this game has been played at the home ground of Leeds at Henley Stadium. So yeah, look, I think this is another game that could really go down to the wire. I mean, Leeds, obviously, beat us in controversial fashion. So I wouldn't consider it being a fantastic win by Leeds. And obviously, I had a bit of a rant about that win over us in that St Helens and Leeds review. But look, I mean, maybe it was the right call, maybe it was a wrong call. I don't know. I want to forget that game anyway. But yeah, Leeds and Wakefield. Yeah, I mean, it should be a Leeds win. You'd assume. I think Wakefield just are not all there. Really, Leeds should win 13 plus. So that's what I'm going to tip. I'm going to tip Rhinos 13 plus. I think they'll be way too good for the Wakefield side. On to the next game now. It is Hull KR taking on Warrington Wolves, and this has been played at the home ground of Hull KR at Craven Park. And yeah, I mean, this is a game, like I said, I'm looking forward to, because both sides have been hitting form this year, and it sort of surprised everyone. Came out as real sort of surprise packets. But with Warrington, I wasn't surprised, but with Hull KR, I was very surprised. And I know Hull KR had a tough loss last week, but I'm sure they'll be ready to bounce back at home against the Warrington Wolves. But who am I going to tip? It shapes up to be a very interesting contest. Like, I definitely think it's 1-12 written all over it. You know what? I'm going to tip Hull KR, and I think Hull KR will get the win at home. I reckon that they'll want to bounce back at home, and Warrington and good and all, but I think their winning streak will break eventually. So I'm going to go Hull KR here by 8. And on to the following game of round 4, it is Hull FC taking on Salford Red Devils at the home ground of Hull FC, being MKM Stadium in Hull. So both sides come off losses from last week, obviously for Hull losing the Catalans, and as for Salford, they lost to Warrington. So definitely both sides would like to think that they can get redemption and bounce back and get a win in round 4. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see who does come on top. It's at 2 a.m. over there, so I'm not going to watch it probably, but definitely will check when I can. So we'll see what the result is, because it will be interesting. But who am I going to tip? It's at Hull. Salford have not been bad at the start of the year. I'm going to tip Salford bounce back, but not too confident, because I think Hull FC can definitely get a good win at home. But I think Salford just have a bit more of a, I guess for me anyway, they have a bit more effort, and I think they have a bit more of a sort of area in terms of how they win games and how they go with games to win. So I think that they'll grind out the win and get the win over Hull FC, winning by 4 though, only a very tight game. So that's my tips there for the weekend for the Super League. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and help my goal of getting to 3K subscribers by hopefully the end of March or even earlier. And please do comment your Super League tips in the comment section down below. But until then, thanks for watching, and see you all the very next one.